From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Tragedy struck Prince Edward Island's capital city over the holiday weekend, where fire crews report 2 people were killed in a blaze near the city's downtown. The Charlottetown Fire Department says crews were called Sunday morning to a multi-unit residential building on Green Street. The blaze resulted in 2 fatalities, and 3 other people were taken to hospital, but their conditions are not known. A number of residents were also displaced, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. Mounties in Alberta have arrested a suspect they were looking for after a couple was killed in an alleged targeted double shooting on a rural road in Grand Prairie. RCMP were called about an active shooting early Saturday and arrived to find a husband and wife, David and Michelle Lagasse, dead next to their car. Several hours later, they arrested 42-year-old Curtis Philip Halliday in the town of McLennan. He's charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. The head of Quebec's DNA forensics lab says advances in DNA analysis have helped solve cold cases in 2025. Here's Canadian Press reporter Morgan Lowry.
We've really seen an acceleration of solving cold cases in recent years due essentially to some advances in DNA technology, either just more sensitive tests that allow researchers to extract DNA where they previously couldn't, or sometimes they do it using a process called genetic genealogy.
Diane Sagan heads the DNA section of Quebec's crime lab. She says her team analyzes 50 cold cases per year and has helped police solve between 8 and 10 in the last year or 2. Old Man Winter is flexing his nasty side today in eastern Canada with freezing rain, heavy snow, and strong winds expected to slam Ontario and across to parts of Newfoundland and Labrador. Environment Canada says most of Ontario can expect a mixed bag, ranging from freezing rain in Ottawa to heavy snow along Lake Superior and through Timmins. Quebec can expect similar conditions with freezing rain in the south and winter storm warnings north of Montreal. Northern New Brunswick, most of Nova Scotia, and all of Prince Edward Island are also bracing for possible freezing rain. Dozens of birders flocked to Vancouver's Sunset Beach Park yesterday to catch a glimpse of a bird that made an unexpected journey to BC. The sighting of the taiga flycatcher was believed to be the first ever recorded in Canada. The bird was first spotted on Christmas Day by birder Ethan Moon, who said the species normally breeds in eastern Russia and Mongolia and migrates to northeast India, Thailand, and China.
Sometimes younger birds, their brain gets mixed up and they go through a reverse migration where they go the wrong way. Other times they're blown across the ocean or they hitch a ride on a boat.
Moon described the Canadian sighting of this bird as a once-in-a-generation moment. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Scotty Barnes had the first triple-double of his NBA season as the Toronto Raptors rallied past the Golden State Warriors for a 141-127 overtime victory. Barnes had 23 points, a franchise record 25 rebounds, and 10 assists, only the 23rd player in NBA history to do that.
I was in situations where I was able to rebound, help others. I was just in the right spots, right time.
Canada's under-20 junior hockey team returns to action tonight. They'll take on Denmark at the World Junior Hockey Championship in Minnesota. Finland shut out Latvia 8-0 yesterday, so now leads Group B with 6 points, one more than Canada, which has a regulation win and an overtime win. The Tampa Bay Lightning needed a shootout to win 5-4 over the pesky Montreal Canadiens, who had come back from 3-0 in the third to make it a game. Detroit scored in overtime for a 3-2 win over the visiting Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Pittsburgh Penguins rolled past Chicago 7-3. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.